those quests are going to take. Alright, we're back with Alluria. Doing this mission. And then we're going to go back and do the, what's the word I'm looking for?
You startled me. Are you just playing tricks on me, dry skin?
Darren sent me. How can I help?
Oh, that's good then. I'm pleased to see a friendly snout. That's much better than all the dead faces lately. Why is it elves who die cannot stay in the ground? Just read some old runes, he said. He didn't mention how active the dead are here.
What can I do to help?
You're the sun on my scales. Your answer lies with Mavo Siloreth. He bound the Brother of Strife long ago. We need his knowledge, but a highborn like him could be, difficult.
How do we make Mavos cooperate?
Oh, you can't make a highborn serve. You need flattery. If we're properly respectful, he may appear. My scrolls say there's a shrine on the East Rise and one on the West. Honor him at both, then meet me at the center of Othrenes.
Alright, I'll do this.
Go, and remember, try to sound humble when you chant Mavos' name. When you meet me at the center of Othrenes, be ready. There is more to do there.
How did Mavros learn how to bind Balreth?
Mavos is ancient, so he knew ancient secrets. How else? He helped bind this dangerous weapon, but he died a long, long time ago.
Why was Balreth bound?
During the First Era, the Chimer created the Brothers of Strife in a desperate bid to defeat their enemies. Look what it did in a single day. My scales shrivel thinking about that heat. Who would let it roam free?
Alright, so that finishes that. So we are going to head back. Whoops, wrong button. Journal, West. We're going to do these missions because these will help me get... I don't know if I'm going to finish the scribing stuff to get to what I need, but it'll get me close. There. Jeez, that was more difficult than it needed to be. Do all these missions. I don't know how long this is going to take. Well, hopefully not too bad.
I'm glad you've chosen to stay, Interloper. The path to master scribing is not an easy one, but its rewards are innumerable. Your knight appears to be leaving. Did I ruffle her feathers with my cause?
She's going to report into the Mages Guild and request some assistance here.
A guild of mages? Fascinating, but a topic for another conversation. Let's stay focused. Ulfsild prepared for the day that someone would follow in her footsteps. She left behind resources, notes, and information for her eventual inheritor.
And you want me to be this inheritor?
What I want is immaterial. The luminaries will dictate your future as a scriber of grimoires, an editor of spells. That said, I am Ulfsild's familiar. I can guide your early steps, get you flying in the right direction. Where you perch is up to you.
Where do I start?
Ulfsild left a number of echoes, instructional illusions, scattered throughout the library. Their aim is to guide you through the process of contacting the luminaries, making allies of them once again. There's one just behind you. See for yourself.
Alright, I'll see what Ulfsild has to say.
The echo at the base of the altar is just one of many. Much of the Scalarium's knowledge has been lost to time. But if Magnus wills it, Ulfsild's preparations should be enough to see us through.
I have so many questions for you.
And I have questions for you.
I
It's
think
been
I already
so
do.
long. Fly back to me when you have followed Ulfsild's instructions.
If you are seeing this, the Scroll has set you on the path to learn the art of scribing. A world of magic awaits you. I've left behind another sort of guide, the True Sight Lens. Seek it out in the East Wing. The lens and the fables are signposts to seek the luminaries, and they will teach you far more than I ever could. If you are seeing this, the Scroll has set you on the path to learn the art of scribing. A world of magic awaits you.
I'm listening.
I've left behind another sort of guide. The True Sight Lens. Seek it out in the East Wing. The lens and the fables are signposts to seek the luminaries. And they will teach you far more than I ever could. I wish my time as the Scholarium had ended differently. Nothing would stop my husband from making his mad bargain. But through you, the art of scribing will live on. I made this lens so you might see the world as I do. The very warp and weft of magic laid out before me. A look through the lens will allow you to see impressions left behind by the luminaries. Follow these signposts, and you will find their domains.
Good. You found the lens. It will be your most important tool in tracing a path to the luminaries. Merely holding the lens will attune you to the flow of magic. You will begin to see focal points, impressions left behind by these mystical beings.
How do I use these focal points?
It's quite simple. Stand in one and peer through the lens. Hidden magics in many forms will be revealed to you. Doors, glyphs, even secrets layered within tomes. But here, enough talk. Let's begin.
Where do I start?
Gather your feathers about you. Nearby you will see a focal point and the Fable of the Indrik. Read the book, then step into the focal point. Peer through the lens, and you'll see the tome in an all-new light.
Alright, I'll give that a try.
Ulfsild's secrets are all around us. You need only know where to look. Read the Fable of the Indrik, then use the lens and re-examine the tome. You'll see what I mean.
Can you tell me more about this lens?
Ulfsild created the True Sight Lens as she developed the art of scribing. From a young age, she could see magic in a way few others could. This intuitive understanding of magic was what led her to the luminaries, and inspired scribing itself.
If she could see magic, why did she need the lens?
Seeing and understanding are two different things, interloper. The lens was a tool, a high branch to give her a bird's-eye view of impressions left behind by the luminaries.
What do you mean she could see magic?
From a very young age, Archmage Ulfsild found she could see the current of magic as it flowed across Nirn. Faintly at times, more strongly in others. A rare and precious gift, one granted by Magnus himself, no doubt. Now enter the focal point and peer through the lens. You will see what was unseen in the fable.
Huh.
Excellent. Ulfsild's annotations will tell you where you need to go. You've seen the hidden annotations then, and you know where you are going?
Looks like Ulfsild's notes lead to Eridon.
You should be able to follow those annotations in sequence, leading you from location to location. Just like the hunter in the fable, you seek the Indrik now. Let Ulfsild be your guide.
Is there anything else I need to know?
As this is your first time, I will accompany you into the field. Not everything you need to know is on the page. I will teach you how to break the luminary wards and retrieve key fragments to enter the Indrik's domain.
I'll see you in Eridon then.
I'll meet you at the Lady's Standing Stone in Oridon. How nice it'll be to really stretch my wings again.
Do all the luminaries have fables like this?
Indeed. Ulfsild gathered hundreds of tomes in her search for these tales. A small handful of her annotated volumes will be needed to find the luminaries. Beyond the Indrik, you will seek them out in whatever order you choose.
Why am I starting with the Indrik?
Ulfsild felt a kinship with him. He was the first of the luminaries to ally with the Archmage, and the first to commit his power to the altar. If any of these unorthodox beings are still loyal to Ulfsild, I felt he would be the one.
I'm still not sure how the luminaries connect to Scribing or the altar.
Tilt your head, and think of the altar as the heart of the Scalarium. Without it, the library would simply be a graveyard of tomes. A lifeless shell filled with old knowledge and stories of the past. What makes that heart beat? What gives it life?
The luminaries of magic?
Yes. Before the doors were sealed, the Indrik, Netch, Dragon, and Griffin fed the altar their strength. Now the heart of the Scalarium struggles to beat, and without that beating heart, your mastery of scribing will stagnate.
How do we know they'll be willing to share their strength with the altar again?
Ah, there's the trick. We don't. Ulfsild underwent trials to prove her worth, to gain their trust. But that was lifetimes ago. All we can hope to do now is find the luminaries and remind them of their promise to Ulfsild. The rest is up to you.
Alright, goodbye. So now... Doop-a-doo, doop-a-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
Stop, citizen. Easy to get lost in a place like this. I think that's one of my favorite parts about cities.
Here we are, where the fabled chase began. Ah, what a flight! I almost didn't want to land. But, to business. The Luminaries are beings of great power. Each has a domain they have shaped to their choosing. Each domain has a door, and each door, of course, has a key.
And where can I find this key?
As I said in the library, let the fable be your guide. We are here at the Lady, the first annotated location in the fable. Just as you did back at the Scalarium, peer through the true sight lens within a focal point.
And what am I looking for?
Magic wards left behind by the Indrik. A trio of these wards hide a fragment of his key. Once revealed, these wards can be dispelled from a distance. Clear them all, and the key fragment will be revealed. Don't worry, I'll help you find it.
Only a fragment of the key?
If the Luminaries share one trait, it's a love of a challenge overcome. Yes, you'll need to gather 3 key fragments to open the Indrik's door. Let's begin. And remember, if you lose your sight, there will always be more focal points at hand.
Alright, I'll use the lens and find Indrik's wards.
Peer through the lens, reveal the wards, and... The lens takes us the way Ulfsild saw it. Shades of how the Luminaries see it. Now, find the wards. Your vision has faded. Find another focal point. Each will be in sight of a ward. Your vision has faded once more. Find another focal point. Peer through the lens and break the wards to find the key fragment. The wards are gone, and the fragment revealed. The first key fragment is yours. Well done.
Where were... You weren't there when I started this.
You going to enchant something with that? Can I watch?
You've taken to this well. Your early steps to master scribing. But from here I must take my leave. Return to the Scalarium. Ulfsild, I believe, wanted her inheritor to walk this path alone.
Alright, I just need to find the other 2 key fragments then.
Just as you did here, use the fable to find your way. Dispel the wards, and with key in hand, you should be able to open the door. And meet the Luminary Indrik face to face.
And what then?
He will likely ask you to prove yourself worthy of his power. I have a good feeling about you, Interloper. Altar Breaker. I have faith you can do it. Magnus guide you on your journey, and I'll see you back at the Scalarium.
Alright, see you there.
Just remember, you can always reference the Fable of the Indrik from your bag. Ulfsild's annotations will guide you on your journey. Find the wards, obtain the fragments. Just remember, in your quest to meet other luminaries. Excellent. The wards are nearby. Seek the key fragment. Walk the path.
Going to do the boss here while I'm here. No, I'm not. Also. And the damn fusion motherfucker on here too. no. See? All right.
Feels good to get the blood pumping, right?
Yes, it does.
There's always more to do. Stars keep us all safe from disease. It's true, rest for the weary.
I know I could ride a horse. I like looking for stuff. Loots and such. Oh, oh, oh. I died.
You were a I've never
Gather
seen
your
anything
feathers
like
about
this
you.
if I'd stayed
The
at
last
Cordrea.
fragment is within those ruins.
Good lord, man.
Die, mongrel! Oh, that feels good.
Die mongrel? That's not very nice. Perfect. Boop. Alright, we're getting closer. Where is it? Okay. Right on.
Watching you harvest is exciting. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with that.
Can't even see you there.
With a street hit.
You've flown true. The Luminary Indrix door is close. Find the path to the top, and take the next step on your journey.
There it is, the way up.
It has been many long years since a mortal entered my domain. And now here you are, following in Ulfsild's footsteps. Welcome to my domain, adventurer, bearer of my fable. I sense the power of the Scholarium within you. Your ink-stained hands have touched the altar's magic. I sensed too when Ulfsild's essence faded from this realm. After all these years, do you hope to be her inheritor?
I might be. I'm still new to this.
I sense potential. You hunger for power, much as Ulfsild did when she sought me out all those years ago. I will ask you the same question I asked her. Do you deserve this power? The power to edit grimoires, to rewrite magic?
Probably not.
How curious. I offer you the power to maim or to mend, to blast with flame or freeze with ice. You would turn down such a gift. We shall see. First, my door must open once again. Place the fable you carry with you upon the dais.
How will that open your door?
A story is never just a story. It has the power to change from within and without. The fable of the Indrik acts as a symbolic connection, a commitment from me to you. Place the book and open the path.
All right. That's a good screenshot right there.
It's good to taste the ink of the Scholarium upon the air again. Power can mean many things. Its meaning may change with each new day, each turn of the season. Ulfsild learned this hard lesson when the Scholarium slipped away. If I am to teach you as I taught her, I must learn what power means to you.
And how do you want to do that?
A scroll nearby details a series of challenges, expressions of power, both subtle and not. Choose two to complete, that I might know what power means to you.
Does it matter which tasks I complete?
You do not know me yet, but I am no taskmaster. Power expressed against one's will is no power at all. Attempt only the challenges that appeal to you. When you are done, return, and we will take your next step together.
Alright, I'll return when the challenges are done.
Rest easy. I would not...
Alright, I can do this. This actually isn't too bad. Well, that's not what I want to do. Son of a bitch. Well, actually, that's not too bad. That takes me close to where I want. So So this is going to be a little bit of a long one. Wee bits. Start here doing the anchors.
Lots of good opportunities for pickpocketing here. Just saying.
Hey! Help a high elf out? My toes have gone numb and I can't feel my knees.
Good eye. I didn't even see that runestone at first.
Good for that to respawn.
We're trapped! Someone help!
To our reaper. Strike!
The Archmage needs to hear about this. Thank you, adventurer.
The soulless one thinks I can be defeated. Not so, fool. The skins of those you love will fly as my banner.
One done. Could just go slay undead. That'd be really easy. But I might as well do this delve on here. Get another skill point.
That felt good.
Who's there? I was just getting to the good part. Ha! Ready to die?
I just gotta get to the damn closest. This part. Do that at the start of the next quest. Let's go back.
Well done, mortal. You have risen to the challenge. One task remains. If I am to lend you my strength, you must lend me yours. Power for power. A wrong righted, and another step on the path.
What wrong do you want righted?
My own. One day, as I enjoyed the sun upon my pelt, I beheld a hunter tracking an Indrik and her fawn. The hunter moved in to claim their prize, and the hind perished. The fawn leapt for freedom, and the hunter gave chase.
What did you do?
I stepped in. I imbued the fawn with a wisp of my power, but in acting with haste, I acted unwisely. My power protected the fawn true enough, but it gathered the hunter in its wake. Now predator and prey are trapped in a chase unending.
So saving the pawn was a mistake.
I granted my power to a being that did not ask for it, and did not know how to use it. The height of arrogance. A vice I have been accused of on occasion. Use the lens, find their trail, and release these poor souls from my power without focus.
And where should I start?
Seek the fawn and the hunter in a southern Auridon cavern. Del's claim, I believe it is called today. Restore this ill-used power, and I will lend my strength to yours. A signpost.
Son of a bitch, I was just in there.
The Indrik has given you a series.
Mother, son of a biscuit eater. Where am I going? That's it.
Hey! Help a high elf out?
Nope, stay frozen.
My toes have gone numb and I can't feel my knees.
Oof. I gotta go get rid of some stuff. Hang on. I've got to. Phenom inventory. 100 out of 100.
Cities can be just as fecal as people, but just as beautiful too.
All right. No. All. I did not remember doing that. Okay.
Well, don't bother with booze. Most bartenders don't imbibe. Meat. They always need more meat. No charge to have a look.
High prices can't be beat.
So many visitors, so little time.
Alright, I was about to head back into the, Alright, I was about to head back into the delve here and take care of that last thing for the Hujimajujits. However, I realized that my inventory was full.
My toes
Completely
have
full.
gone numb and I can't feel my knees.
I need to hit up the bag vendor by becoming a bag sauce too while I'm at it. But he doubled them up.
now, little fawn. You cannot run forever.
You're dangerous, huh? Nicely done.
No quarry can escape me. Hounds after it. Another trophy for my collection.
That was just embarrassing.
Percy, take my soul.
Just as I said, my power overwhelms the fawn. A ward of that power now binds it. Dispel the ward. You are free, little one. Free to... What? Ah, of course. You may return with us if you wish. I will see both of you in my domain then. I will grant my promised power to the one that sought it, and offer safe harbor to the one that did not. The fawn is safe. My strength returned. And you have had a moment, I hope, to reflect on power and its wise application. Now, as with Ulfsil before you, I offer you the Sigil of the Indrik. You will take it to the altar and imbue my strength within. The power I pass to you will infuse every drop of ink, every sheet of parchment, each whorl and dot upon the page.
What does that mean for my scribing?
Until now, your mastery of the art was limited. With my support, your horizon expands. So too, the vision of your allies. I will ensure their efforts to explore and chronicle the contents of the Scalarium meet with success.
Nalia has returned from the Mages Guild?
Your knight has returned, with allies at her side. But that can wait. Mortal, fable-bearer, friend, accept my gift to you. The power of a luminary of magic.
I accept this gift, Indrik.
You have completed my trials. You have shown wisdom in the use of your power. Take my sigil. Join its essence with the altar. And let the ink flow once again.
That sounded a lot like Matt Mercer.
You don't see that every day. Nalia's going to want to hear about this.
Good to see you again. You'll find her over in the East Wing with our newest arrival.
There you are. I wanted to introduce you. This is Chronicler Ferrandil.
Good to meet you. Nalia and I have been touring the library and have already found, well, some terribly surprising things.
Ferrandil.
Chronicler Ferrandil, at your service. Chronicler of tomes, scrolls, scripts, and otherworldly delights. I'm glad that I was able to make the trip. I think you'll find my skills quite valuable on this most unexpected expedition.
What is your role here?
I've been tasked with facilitating this lost art form you've rediscovered. Scribing. How novel. As I understand it, you will be contacting and convincing these luminary creatures, empowering the altar and all that.
And how will you facilitate scribing?
I'll scour the complex for grimoires and scripts. I've already found quite a few, aided, perhaps, by that... what's his name? Indrik chap. I've never been led by a faun to a trove of ancient secrets before, but it was an exciting experience.
Thanks, Chronicler.
Don't worry, I will do my very, very best to ensure I have what you're looking for. I take my role as chronicler for this expedition quite seriously.
I have a few questions for you.
But of course you do. Ask away, my new friend. Happy to help in any way I can.
Did the Indrik help you find supplies?
I believe so, yes. I have a good imagination, you can ask anyone. But I can think of few other reasons for an Indrik faun to be traipsing about the depths of an ancient library carved from a Somerset island.
I wonder if the other luminaries will help you find scripts and grimoires.
I most certainly hope so. This place is massive, and any assistance they might put forward would be deeply appreciated. You can tell them that Chronicler Ferrandil said so when you speak to them.
And what does a chronicler do exactly?
In the Great Mages Guild hierarchy, it's a bit of an informal title. It's passed around by a few adepts, like myself, with a penchant for the identification and illumination of ancient secrets.
But you're selling things. Is chronicler a fancy title for a clerk?
Isn't it beautiful down here? Just exquisite chisel work on the walls. When the votary here described this place, well, I just had to come along. And I'm so very... Don't worry, I will do my very...
It's good to be back. I know it took some time to get us all down here. Apologies. Archmage Galarian and the Votary Commander needed significant convincing to turn this into a full-fledged expedition. How did it go with the Crow?
Well, I met my first luminary, the Indrik, and he lent his strength to the altar.
You just continue to impress again and again. With the luminary strength added to the altar, who knows what you'll be able to accomplish? As you might imagine, guild leadership is very interested in the art of scribing.
Does that mean you'll be staying in the solarium?
For the duration. You have more luminaries to find, this complex needs to be explored, and the secrets of scribing are just waiting to be teased from the past. What about you, friend? This expedition would be nothing without you.
I'm committed, Nolly. Let's get to it.
Magnus be praised. We've secured supplies for a full-fledged expedition, you've allied with your first luminary, and the altar surges with new power. Not bad for a day's work. What happens next is up to you, be it griffin, netch, or dragon. We've gathered their fables in the main hall. If you have any questions, let me know.
We don't know
Except for what's beyond the unmarked door.
We don't know what's beyond the unmarked door?
We do not. Julian and I have already begun speculating based on some early hints. Our best guess? It's Ulfsild's private study. But I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Have you asked Crow?
I did, and she was a bit cryptic. I mean, especially cryptic. Sometimes it's hard to tell with a magical talking crow, but she seemed like she didn't want to talk about it.
Can we talk more about the Chronicler?
You mean Ferandil? I reached out to him while I was waiting for the Votary Commander to decide what she wanted me to do. I've worked with him in the past, and he's unusual, but he's the best at what he does.
And what does he do?
Ferandil has this way of getting his hands on things you wouldn't expect. Like, he's got a sixth sense about ancient relics and magic. Basically, he's a treasure hunter and merchant, but he's extremely reliable.
So he's going to be selling the things we find here.
Absolutely. We're relying on him to help us understand what's useful, what's valuable, and what's just scrap paper. He told me the altar is already vibrating along his transmutational axis. I have no idea what that means, but I think it's good.
Alright, let's get to it. Alright, that's where we're going to stop. We come back, we're going to do another one of these driving quests, see what happens, and hope they have fun. Well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, you know what to do. I know this episode went pretty long. Hopefully the next one won't be as bad. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, you guys are the best. Take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.